For more on this, I'm joined by Emre Ersen. He's a Russia expert at Marmara University and joins me on the set. Emre, good to have you on the set. Now, I'm going to start off with the same question. What do you expect from this meeting today?
Well, I think, first of all, this is a very important meeting because it's the first time that the two foreign ministers meet after the crisis. And right before the Turkish forces shut down the Russian jet, actually, Foreign Minister Lavrov was expected to visit Turkey officially, but he later canceled the visit after the crisis. And ever since, the Russian political rhetoric towards Turkey became even harsher. And I think both Prime Minister Davutoglu and President Erdogan have been trying to reach out to their Russian colleagues for political dialogue, but so far, Moscow has been quite negative about the Turkish demand. So, and I think that's also indicated in what Putin said about Turkey and the Turkish government today. His words, again, about Turkey were quite harsh. And I think because of that, we shouldn't be expecting much coming out from this meeting. But I think it's still a very important meeting because at least the two countries will talk to each other directly again. And I think that was one of the most powerful dimensions of Turkish-Russian relations in the last few years. And we should also keep in mind that only a few years ago, many people claimed that this relationship was a multidimensional partnership. So I think they should be finding a way to repair this damage in the relationship in this meeting at least.
Okay, on the one side, you have the Turkish president accusing Vladimir Putin of having links to Daesh. And then Vladimir Putin said that the downing of its fighter jet was a treacherous war crime. When this war of words is continuing, really, I mean, can we expect anything to come out of this ministerial? I mean, is it really that important then?
Well, I mean, these are very serious allegations. I agree with you about that. And I think when you take a look at Turkey's position there, Turkey is actually trying to calm down the crisis, whereas the Russian president most of the time is trying to accuse Turkey about its links with Daesh. But we also have to keep in mind that it's not only Russia fighting Daesh in that region. There are also other countries. And we haven't received any reports up until now regarding Turkey's relationship with Daesh from those countries. So more importantly, I think the way Russia presents this evidence is also quite undiplomatic. I mean, it's more like threatening or punishing Turkey rather than trying to find a middle way in Syria or the fight against Daesh. So, yes, I agree with you because of this tense relationship between the two presidents at the time. We shouldn't be expecting much from this foreign ministers' conference or meeting.
Okay. Talking of Daesh, the diplomatic spat continues between the two countries. How is this going to affect this multi-country coalition in the fight against Daesh?
Well, I mean, yesterday, the NATO Secretary General, Stoltenberg, actually announced that the NATO-Russia Council, which hasn't been meeting since the Ukrainian crisis, will be summoned sometime soon. So I think that's an important development. And it's important that NATO declared that it's going to be with Turkey and it's not going to leave Turkey alone with Russia in this current crisis. But at the same time, we should keep in mind that NATO and Russia need to work together in many issues, including Daesh, the future of the Syrian problem, the refugee crisis, the crisis in Ukraine. So I think regarding Daesh, regarding the future of Syria, they will need each other for some time to come.
Okay. Emre Ersen, a Russia expert from Marmara University, we thank you for that analysis.
Thank you.